Hi, I'm Bookish Mama Blooms, and this is... I've done that the wrong way around. Hi, I'm Charlotte, and this is Bookish Mama Blooms. If this is not your first time here, that intro will come as absolutely no surprise to you. It's been a while. I'm here to do a video on happy things, and if you're wondering why, you know, it's Christmas, why aren't you vlogging, why aren't you doing some book reviews, I'll tell you why we're doing happy things. It's because you are a good person. You have worn your mask, you have been vaccinated, if that's possible where you are, you have recycled, you try not to buy plastic, try and thrift, go charity shopping. You do all the good things, and yet you turn on the news and it is just not good. So this is just 10 minutes of nice things, no drama, good energy. We've got Christmas, we've got a new dress, I've got a really nice cup of berry tea in a super nice cup and saucer. It doesn't matter that I've still got bronchitis 5 weeks after I initially had a cold. That's fine, I've got my drink, I've cleared my throat, and it sounded pretty much like an old lady for the last 15 minutes before I started filming. This is all fine. This is balancing on the pile of books I'm going to talk to you about as well. So I've got some new books. I don't think I've done a book haul for a year. That's my guess. I'm not 100% sure. So I've just literally selected 8 books randomly. I am 100% sure you haven't heard about any of them. And I'm just going to talk to you about those because everybody loves new books. And then I'm also just going to have a little teeny chat about some of the nice things that have happened to me. So my happy thing for the month is that I went and had something done that I've wanted done for a very long time. I had my, if you can't see them, they are a beech branch and an oak branch, and they are just across my collarbone. They were painful. I had some testers. I had a little infinity symbol under my wedding ring. It looks like it's on its side, but it's not. It's meant to also be a figure 8 because that's a significant number to me and Stephen. And I had a little bee, which I really love, and I love looking down at it, and it's just given me so much joy. And now those are my like testers. And then, so I mean, back in October I didn't have any, and now I've got 3, 4, I don't know. These count as 1 to me because I had them done at the same time. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased. And if there's anything that you want to do, and I know that with the pandemic some things are difficult, I managed to get this done before Omicron went bananas, and I was triple vaccinated and I felt really, really safe. But it's not quite the same thing now. But if there is anything you want to do, just do it. That's what I say. When things have settled down. Okay, so that's one of my happies. I had another happy. I can't think what it was now. I was going to list 2 to you. I tried to put my lightning strike back in my hair. It did not go white. It went orange. I quite like orange, that's fine. I'll try and remember the other happy later. Right, let's get to some books. So I'm going to have to move my tea. This is meant to be like a fortune-telling teacup. So you're meant to look at how the tea leaves land in the bottom, but I did it properly with loose leaf tea about 2 months ago, and it basically revealed that I was going to run away with another man, which Stephen was less than impressed with. And I feel it's deeply unlikely, so I don't know if this cup can actually tell you fortune. Right. This, I'm going to have to just save my dignity here by doing this. Okay. First book I'm going to show you is Islands of Abandonment, Life in the Post-Human Landscape by Flyn. I'm pretty sure I just came across this on the internet when I was buying a bunch of books. I don't think I've seen it recommended, but I'm sure it is out there. I haven't been watching a lot of BookTube. I've been on Instagram a lot, but BookTube has just fallen by the wayside, I am afraid. So I do apologise to all the people I normally watch. I will come back. So this is a book about abandoned places, ghost towns and exclusion zones, no man's lands and fortress islands, and what happens when nature is allowed to reclaim its place. This sort of thing really fascinates me, in a kind of morbid but also joyous, the idea that nature will continue once we've finished messing up the planet. Great picture on the front of a load of, I'm thinking they're pelicans, on top of a house. So I'm looking forward to that one. I finally got a book that I should have bought a long time ago, Braiding Sweetgrass. Oh, it's my nails that are the other happy thing. Now I've remembered. I don't know if you can see because it's a bit far away, but I have been having gel nails because my dear friend Amy has been, she's branched out and she's doing something new, so she's doing gel nails. And she is so gifted, but I have been her practice person for a while. And then because I had a cold, that led to this, because I had a cold, and even though it wasn't COVID, it's not nice to give someone a cold during a pandemic because then they might not be able to go to work whilst they're waiting for their PCR. So we didn't see each other for 2 months. So I have had no nails because my nails can't grow on their own. So these are my nails for the most part. But she came and redid them. And they are in the symbols of tarot card symbols. So I've got like the feminism symbol, I've got a heart, I've got a star. Anyway, Braiding Sweetgrass. Indigenous Wisdom, Scientific Knowledge and Teaching of Plants by Robin Wall Kimmerer. You don't need to know any more about this. I don't understand why I haven't read it yet. Immune, Philipp Dettmer. So this is a journey into the mysterious system that keeps you alive. Obviously relevant to our times. On the internet, this is why internet buys are sometimes not a good idea. Not that the illustrations are bad, they're not bad, but I kind of thought they were more detailed. They're actually really cool. I'm not saying they're not cool, but they weren't as much my thing. You know, that's obviously like a little bit of a silly look at the eyes. I mean, it's cute. Idris might be interested in it, but from a distance, I thought that was more detailed. It just goes to show sometimes you need to pick it up. I've heard that it's good, it's quite basic, but I need something basic because science goes in one ear and out the other. I understand it whilst I'm reading it and then it's completely forgotten. These are so dusty. I got Nightbitch by Rachel Yoder. This was recommended to me by Alex, stay-at-home reader. She has got a channel at last. She used to be an Instagrammer and we've known each other through Instagram for, oh, it must be years. It's crazy how the time has flown. She's now doing Vlogmas, so I'll put a link to her channel. And she recommended this to me. So I've heard mixed reviews about it, but I do think it's going to be a Charlotte book because it's about motherhood and it's about kind of darkness, which we know is my thing. I believe that a new mother feels like she's turning into a dog. Could totally see where that would come from. This is A Ghost in the Throat. I did not look up how to pronounce this Irish name. I'm not even going to try because I'm just going to absolutely butcher it. I do apologise. This, I know that Robert from Barter Hordes has read this and loved it, but that's not where I saw it. Was it you again, Alex? Are you like my new person that I buy all of their books? I feel like it was you, but I've seen it in a few places and it's had nothing but amazing reviews. It's a collection, I believe. Is it a collection of short stories? She sculpts essay and autofiction to explore the deep connection between two writers centuries apart. Oh, okay. So you've got a 1700 Irish noblewoman and you've got a present day young mother. So again, motherhood. This one is Food of the Gods, A Radical History of Plants, Psychedelics and Human Evolution by Terence McKenna. It's the modern classic on mind-altering drugs and hallucinogens. Why the hell not? I'm really interested in this ever since I read Entangled Life, is it? I'm looking for it on my shelf. Where are you? Yeah, Merlin Sheldrake, the book on mushrooms that everyone should have read by now because it's so good. Terence McKenna comes up as the guru. And this is, I don't know if it's really a how-to guide. I'm not saying that I'm going to do anything. Calm down. It came out in the 90s, but I believe he's been writing since the 70s. I'm interested in the power of plants, obviously. I'm also more interested than ever because Western medicine is not working for me at the moment, and the drugs that I do want to be on, nobody will put me on. So it kind of does make me wonder if this is the future. Not sure where we stand legalities wise, but you know, we'll read the book on it and I'll get back to you. Let me know if you've had anything legally prescribed to you that's mushroom related. Educated, Tara Westover. Don't need to tell you any more about that. This is like a booktube darling from, I think, 3 or 4 years ago now, I think, when it was published. I've always wanted, 2018, I've always wanted to read this. And I've recently made a new friend, which I don't often do, and she recommended it to me. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get that and then we can talk about it. And I've also got You Were Born for This, Astrology for Radical Self-Acceptance by Chani Nicholas. I saw an excellent, I think it was a meme, you know, one of those, not necessarily funny, but one of those sort of pithy kind of short tweets that ends up doing the rounds in a little box, about how astrology was nothing to be frowned upon because it's like cheap therapy for the modern age. And the reason why we need cheap therapy for the modern age is that you just can't afford or get on a list for the real thing. And I 100% agree. When you go into your star chart, which is something I really, really love to do for myself and for people that I know, it's a way of sort of saying, well, the stars say that you should feel this way in this situation. And for you to go, let me just look at how I do react in that situation. How do I react in relationships? How am I in work? What are my aspirations? What is the thing that holds me back? So I don't necessarily know where I stand on the idea of belief, but I know that it makes me reflect upon my life in a way that I find very useful. And I know that there have been some very weirdly accurate things that have come up in my chart and also in like Stephen's chart, for instance. So I know him better than probably anybody else, and there are some things in there that were like, ooh. And that happens a lot when I do them for other people as well. So I'm interested to know more. Mostly I've been using, where is it? This is one that Bert recommended, of Sian and Bert of Storytime, The Stars Within You, A Modern Guide to Astrology by Juliana McCarthy. That's kind of my go-to guide. So I'm not sure, initially I kind of thought this was going to be almost like a biography of this person's experience with astrology, but actually it does seem to be a star guide because it's talking about the different houses, your ascendants, and then it's got all the different star signs and the planets, etc. So it might be more of a reference guide, but I'm interested to dive in. So those are just my 8. There are, there's loads more. So I might do another video of happy things and books. I'm probably not going to do any more book reviews this year on YouTube. I've been doing individual book reviews on Instagram, and I feel kind of happier doing that at the moment. I feel like I can get into a little bit more depth almost. Also, I'm having fun taking the photos, although they are few and far between. And then I will do my books of the year though. So let me know your happy things. You know, it's 2021. It's been a difficult year for a lot of people. I'm not trying to make light of the fact that it's been a difficult year. It is just, you know, I'm crying over my cornflakes most mornings, but maybe we can make a little section where it's mostly just about happiness just for a little bit. So have you had a new pet? Have you struck out on your own? Have you signed up to do a totally different kind of career like my dear friend? Maybe you've met an amazing tattoo artist like I have. I will link Mia's work. I will link her Instagram just because you might be Wales based and you might want to give her a visit. So yeah, let me know what your happiness is, and I hope you're all okay. And I shall see you soon. Bye.